Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, I think while waiting for others to join us, all right, I'm going to say some few words, inshallah. Okay. First of all, on behalf of PPD, especially Tuan Haji Idris bin Bidin, I would like to thank all of you for being able to join us this afternoon. Okay, on behalf of our Kemaman District English language panel also, okay, I would like to thank all of you for being so helpful and supportive in supporting us, okay, so that we'll be able to do this program. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. Okay. There'll be a few things that I would like to remind all of you. Okay. Number one, of course, I had somehow typed it over there. I need to know the number of students involved in our program. So please, could you please somehow just type it in our chat room? So somehow later the admin will be able to get it from there. Okay, don't forget to also mention the school, yeah, the school name. Okay. Number two, of course, inshallah, at the end of the program, we are going to share with you the link for, especially for the teachers, to somehow register in our SP, what was it? Oh, it slips my mind. SP, what, Juan, could you please help me? Yes, all right, got it. So sorry, SPL, KPM. Thank you, Fida. Okay, I saw it from here. Okay, thank you very much. Okay lah, zaman buka ni macam-macam, kelang kabut sikit because suddenly just now we have this technical glitch, ya. Tiba-tiba terpaksa guna link baru. I am so sorry for that. Right, we are still learning, but I know that Alhamdulillah, I was being told that Firdaus is actually in our group, a new HOP for SIS, and I was being told that he is actually very good in ICT. So hopefully later, if let's say we have other programs, okay, especially dealing with ICT, Firdaus will be able to help, yeah, inshallah. All right. Okay, I need to ask my facilitator, are they all ready? Okay, soon, inshallah. All right. Okay, for the students, this is actually the reminder for the students, all right? One of the reasons why we decided not to somehow use this via YouTube is actually to make it live. If let's say you have any questions regarding anything, paper 1 and paper 2, could you please ask? Yeah, we have very prominent figure here, distinguished speakers actually, and I do believe that many of you know her. Yeah, dia dah tu keluar. The backdrop, okay, we have one, Cikgu Salmawati, Teacher Salmawati, currently attached to PPD Kemaman. She's actually pegawai SIC Plus PPD Kemaman. All right, and then I do believe that she had been the examiner for so many years, especially paper 1. Of course, last time, as everybody know, we examiners used to teach, to mark paper 1 and also paper 2. So now, of course, it is all separated. So she's actually dealing with paper 1. Okay, we have another speaker, which is Cikgu Irfa Hafiza from SMK Chuka. She's teaching there now, and then she's also the examiner, but of course for paper 2. Okay, these two people, they are very experienced teachers, examiners also. So whatever it is that they are going to present to you, if let's say you have any question, don't be shy to ask. You can type it, okay, you can just somehow open your mic and then open your mouth, ask questions. Rasa-rasanya kalau segan nak bertanya dalam bahasa Inggeris, alright, you can always try to ask in, you can use BM, no problem at all. But then again, of course, we would like you to try to use English, okay? Kalau rojak apa, it doesn't matter. Okay, just try your very best, alright? Okay, that's the thing. Ask question, please, alright? The next one. Okay, hold on. Again, as reminders, since I know that some of you guys are actually doing this in a big room, or maybe in your classroom, most probably in the computer lab, thank you very much, because I have to apologize for that, since we are all learning in handling GM, okay, Google Meet. Somehow we only managed to provide one link, which only has somehow 100 entries. All right, we know that we have many students in Kemaman to really want to join this program. So sorry for that. So many of you actually doing this in a room. So please, as a reminder also, remember to somehow jaga your SOP ya. Jaga penjarakan, tak ada sentuhan. Please remember to wear your mask, that kind of thing. All right, please do that because I know that your exam is just around the corner, so I don't want you to get sick. Yeah, and then hopefully this is actually janganlah sampai program ini yang akan menyebabkan anak-anak tak sihat pula. InsyaAllah ya. Okay, jangan harap-harap semua sihat insyaAllah. Okay, so I'm going to stop for a while. All right, I'm going to check whether my JU my speakers are ready or not. Okay, and then after this, I'm going to come back to you. Thank you very much.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. Can all of you hear me?
Okay, Alhamdulillah, it seems that both of our speakers are ready. So without further ado, everyone, okay, before that, so sorry. Alright, tadi baru taklimat biasa sahaja. So since that we are going to make it a little bit formal, we are going to start. So we are going to start by reciting Ummul Kitab Al-Fatihah. Amin, amin, ya Rabbal Alameen. Okay, without further ado, everyone, I would like to invite Puan Samawati to present to present her materials for paper 1. Thank you very much.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to everybody. Okay, thank you very much to Puan Nur Fadilatul. Okay, first of all, I would like to thank the organizer for organizing this session today. All of us here. Okay, and I would like also to thank another speaker, Puan Eva, who is also here with us, and the other officers who have been supporting us. Okay, to be here with all of you, and welcome to all teachers, all students who are online now. Okay, okay. So I'm not going to waste our time since we have only 1 hour, right, for each part, continuous writing and that writing, part of paper 1 and another one. Now, thing on paper. So I really hope that attention that you can have You do it leisurely. Can you hear me, guys? Can everybody hear me now? Yes or no?
SID can hear.
Okay, Assalamualaikum.
Okay, beres. Nanti.
Can you hear me? All of you?
SID can hear.
Tak, dia gemes pada kita.
Okay, is it okay? Okay, so again, Assalamualaikum. We are back here. Okay, so we are going to go straight to what we are going to do today. Okay. So first of all, this is what we are going to do today. Okay. Paper 1, directed and continuous writings. But as I said, since we only have 1 hour for both to share for both papers, then I really hope that all of you will try your best to listen attentively to what is going to be shared later. Okay. Okay, so the objective of today's session is to improve the score of your data writing and continuous writing and make it short, DW and CW. So it's easier. Okay, and our focus today is on narrative or descriptive essays or the combination of it. Okay, as you know, so I'm going to go very fast for a few slides, okay, because I want to focus more on the content which is more important. Okay, so this one, I'm sure you are very familiar with these band descriptions, okay, the CW bands and marks, okay. So there are several bands here. You can see bands AB until U3. So you should have known what this means, okay. For example, if you are in band E, just in which your score is between 20 to 25, then it means that your essay contains frequent errors and so on. We'll see to this more later, okay? So I'm not going to to spend more time on for this one. Next slide. No need. Okay, next slide. Okay, so these questions, you might have them in your mind, okay? Continuous writing. Am I satisfied with my continuous writing? Am I satisfied with my score? If it is what, why and why not, okay? So when you have that kind of question on your mind, okay, bear in your mind that you have to think of the following when writing your essay. Okay, the first one is sentence construction. The second one is the grammar errors. The third one is the sentence type. And then the fourth one is the vocabulary. Next, creativity. And if your essay is interesting and the interest is sustained. Okay, for those in Kemaman, I think the students in Kemaman, most of them have problems for numbers 1, 2, 3. Okay, especially the second bullet, grammar errors. Okay. So how to fix this? How to overcome this problem? Okay. So just now we saw the 6 criteria of a good essay. Okay. And then what major skills do you need when writing an essay? Okay. Of course, the 2 major skills are generating of ideas and putting the ideas in sentences. Okay, this one you already know, I know, okay? It's just to refresh your mind. How to generate the ideas, okay? One useful way is by using WH questions. You know what, where, when, and so on. Okay, so those are basically what you may have on your mind once you see the question. Okay. The question here again is that what comes to your mind when you read the CW question? When you are in the exam hall, what are you going to do? Okay, let's see. Okay, let us try this question. Let's say out of 5 questions, you are going to answer this one. Okay. Okay. The question is, describe the first time you went on a camping trip. You should write about the activities at the camp and explain how you felt about the experience. Okay. So once you see the question, some students, they are stuck to begin the essay, right? Okay. So what you need to do first is, to read the question, of course, to underline the keywords. It is very important for you to underline the keywords because recently, the trend of the question that we have in the SPM examination is that there are several tasks in the question. It is a must for you. So let's see. So let's see what are the go ahead. Okay, so this is the one. So these are some of the keywords which are important, okay, for you to underline. Okay, so make sure it is the first time camping trip, and then make sure you also, your essay contain the activities at the camp, not before or after. Okay, you can touch on what you see on the way you go there, but then not too much on it. Okay, and then your feeling, how you felt about the experience. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, and then after you underline the keywords, you have to generate the ideas, how to start writing. you have to generate the ideas. You have to brainstorm, okay, on what you are going to write on. And this, when you do this during the exam, you may just jot down everything that you have, okay, in your mind on the paper. Okay, so let's see how are we going to generate the ideas for the above the question that you saw just now. Okay. For example, so the first campaign tree of, okay, these are things that you may have on your mind. Okay, what is the name of the place? Okay, aku lihat Jalan Tanduk because students here in Kemaman. Okay, I choose this place for my students before because they're familiar with the place. Okay, so it's easier for them to write on this place. Where is it located? Okay, what? Where? In Kemaman. When did you go there? In March. Why did you go there? To rest. How did you go there? By car. What did you do there? Fishing. One of the activities. How did you feel about the trip? Fun. Okay. So those are the things that the ideas that you may have on your mind. Something very simple first. Okay. And then how you're going to develop these ideas. To have more ideas, keep asking the WH questions. This can help develop your essay. Many students, they stop asking, they stop generating the ideas because they do not want to think. Okay, as a result, their essays are not well developed. So let's see how we develop the ideas that we have already had now. What is the name of the place? Back to what we discussed before. What is the name of the place? Jalan Tanduk. What is it? A waterfall. These are all ideas and they are not in sentences yet, okay? Next, where is it located? In Kemaman. Just now we answered this question. Where? In Kemaman. Where? In Air Putih. How far is Air Putih? 80 kilometers. How long? 1 hour drive. 1 hour drive from where? 80 kilometers from where? From Chukai town. Okay. Next. When did you go there? In March. What dates? 13 to 15 March 2020. Why? Why did you choose those dates? School break. Why else? Not an exam week. Very nice. Why did you go there? To rest? Why else? To release stress? Why? To spend time with friends? Who are your friends? Zul and Adnan. Who are there, in fact, your best friends. It looks very simple, but you are going to see how students develop the ideas in a very interesting way. How do you go there? By car? Whose car? My father's car. What kind of car? It's a Hilux. Why? Why do you use the Hilux? Because it's suitable for camping. Why else? Easy to carry things. What kind of things? Tent, backpacks, etc. What do you do there? Fishing. Where? Where do you fish? By the river. How long? 1 hour. So what do you get? Got fish. How do you feel? Happy. What do you do? Clean the fish. What else did you do? Cook the fish. Okay, I hope you are following this very well. Other suggested activities are like swimming, and then pitching the tent, and another one is barbecuing. So this part usually I leave all this part to the students to complete them. But we're not going to do it here. Okay. Okay. Next, how did you feel about the trip? Fun. Why? You enjoy it very much. Why? Learn a lot. What did you learn? Learn how to cook. What else did you learn? Work in a team. So you see, when you keep asking WH questions, you are going to get a lot of ideas. Okay, many students, they are used to this. Okay, it's just that some of you, you do not ask as many WH questions as possible. That's why you are lack of this. Let's take a look at the next slide. Now we are going to put the ideas in sentences. Okay, we're going to put the ideas in sentences. Remember just now I mentioned there are two major skills in writing. The first one is generating of ideas, and the second one is putting the ideas in sentences. Some students, they have a lot of ideas and they are good at writing the sentences in English. Some students, they have a lot of ideas, but they have problems with English. Some students, they don't have many ideas. They are not able to generate many ideas, not well developed. However, they are good at grammar, so not many errors found in their essays. And few students, they don't have many ideas and they have problems in writing putting the ideas in the sentences. Okay, so where are you? So I hope what we did just now, the explanation just now on generating ideas, helps you. Okay, helps you in your exam next week, which is going to be in a couple of days. Okay, so hope this enlightened you a bit. Okay. Okay, now let's choose the first ideas that we have generated. How do we put this idea in sentences? Okay, I just choose number one. Jeram tanduk, what is it? A waterfall. So you can see here, there are 7 possible sentences that you can construct from this idea. Okay, look at A. We went to Jeram tanduk. It was a waterfall. The first and the second sentence, they both are simple sentences. B, the place was Jeram Tanduk. It was a waterfall. Again, both are simple sentences. However, now we do not begin the sentence using we begin the sentence using the place. Okay. C, we went to Jeram Tanduk waterfall. You put everything in one sentence, but still it is a simple sentence. D, the name of the place was Jeram Tanduk. It was a waterfall. Now you have the noun phrase as a subject. The name of the place. It is better than the place, or it is better than we went. Okay. But both sentences in D, they are simple sentences. E, the name of the place was Jeram Tanduk, which was a waterfall. This is a better sentence compared to the previous 4, okay, because it is a complex sentence, because it contains one dependent clause here, one independent and one dependent. You don't have to remember, okay, the names of the types of the sentences. Okay, Janji, you are able to construct complex sentences, compound sentences, a variety of sentences. Next F, the place was Jeram Tanduk, which was a beautiful waterfall. Okay, now we begin the sentence using the place, and we add an adjective there, beautiful. And G, the last possible sentence is, the waterfall was a spectacular one and was known as Jeram Tanduk Waterfall, which was a popular tourist spot. This is, as everybody can see, the best sentence among all the 7 here, okay? Because here we have compound, complex sentence. It's a complex structure. The waterfall was a spectacular one. That is one sentence. The second sentence is, the waterfall was known as Jeram Tanduk Waterfall. These two sentences are joined together using the conjunction and. And then these two, again, okay, continue with another clause, which was a popular tourist spot. Yang mana ia adalah tourist spot yang popular. So, which was a popular tourist spot is a dependent clause which cannot stand on its own. So, the whole sentence in G It's a compound complex sentence. So the question is, where are you? Itu soalan. Where are you? If you say you cannot write, it's impossible. You can construct the sentences. Of course, there will be grammar errors. That's for sure, right? Okay, but then don't say you cannot construct sentences. Okay? Okay, next one. Let's take a look at the examples of students' paragraph of different labels. Okay, remember just now, we generated the ideas and then we put the ideas in sentences, and then there are many possible sentences that you can try. Where are you? You can try the best one, the best one. You cannot, don't think that you cannot, you don't go up to the sky. You can see the simpler ones. Danji, not many grammar errors. Okay? Okay, so let's see what we are going to have here, the examples of students' paragraph. Okay. This is the ideas generated in number 6. We had 7 just now. Okay, what, when, where, and so on. This is the 6th one, the 6th generated ideas. Okay, so we can see here fishing, where, by the river. Okay, how long? 1 hour. What did you get? Caught the fish. How did you feel? Happy. What did you do? Clean the fish. What else did you do? Cook the fish. Okay, so now example 1, a simple one. We went fishing. Using the word fishing. We went fishing. It was by the river. A simple sentence. A simple sentence. After 1 hour, comma, we caught some fish. A simple sentence. We felt very happy. A simple sentence. Then we cleaned the fish. A simple sentence. We cooked the fish together. A simple sentence. If you notice, all the sentences in this paragraph, they are all simple sentences, and the vocabulary is very simple. If students say they cannot write because of lack of vocabulary, maybe not among you here, okay, I always do not believe them, okay, because the word when, you know, since you were in the primary school, you may have grammar errors, but you can come up with the ideas, okay. You may have wet fish, something like that, okay. It is by the river, but then you do have the vocab, okay. And then this, let's look at example 2. A few new words have been added, the bold printed ones, and I put colors here. Our next activity was fishing by the river. We managed, now it is better, we managed to catch some fish in 1 hour. We felt very excited. Without wasting time, comma, we clean the fish and cook it together. Okay, now you have the words, the additional ones. Our next activity, we managed to catch. We managed to catch is better than we caught. Okay, excited, without, and then the last sentence begins with a preposition, which is good. You do not always begin your sentence using we, I, he, but you have little, like our next activity, you have preposition and so on. Okay. Okay, next, the third one. Okay, please listen carefully and please watch carefully. Okay, more ideas, more words added, simple structures. Our next activity was fishing. I could not wait to do this because I like fishing very much. I could not wait shows the feeling. You don't have to say I was happy. Okay? You can just say I could not wait. That shows your feeling. Because remember in the question how you felt, right? So you do not just tell, but you show here. I could not wait to do this because I like fishing very much. And the student related to what he liked. Okay, now he becomes more creative. Okay, he has something like this in the paragraph. I remember my grandfather related to the story. Okay, he always took me fishing. He taught me how to fish. Zul, Adnan, and I happily walked to the river. We were lucky on that day. So those in color, in the red color, the pink color, they are all the additional ones, okay, and they show more creativity. We managed to catch a lot of fish in 1 hour. I taught Adnan how to clean the fish. We were exhilarated. Now, another word used here. Is he happy, excited, exhilarated, and returned to the camp. We cooked the fish together. So, from this third example, we see that the program is getting better and better. Okay, so this is what we want the students able to do. Okay, so you can see here that some of the vocabulary here, they are also quite good. Okay, ones, but our students do not really use them. Okay. Okay, next, this is the fourth, the last one out of the four. Longer, it is longer, contains better sentences and vocabulary, and it is more interesting. You can see the additional ones in the blue color. The next activity on Zul's list was fishing. This was the part that I had been looking forward to the whole day. Now you can see the use of past perfect progressive. I had been looking forward to the whole day because I was an avid angler. Now you can see better vocabulary here. Okay, and better tense used here. Because when you use I had been looking, you can see it from sometime to sometime. It's a duration, right? Had been looking forward. It shows your feeling. Okay? So you don't have, you can say happy, you cannot come up with something like that. You can say excited, but if you have the ability, try to have something like this. Okay? To the whole day because I was an avid angler. When I was little, you see the construction is very good here. Grandfather used to take me fishing in his small boat. He was an expert, and I learned countless tips and tricks from him. That is good, countless tips and tricks. This phrase is not a bombastic one. However, our students, it's hard to find our students using phrases like this. Okay? From how to bait the fish to how to clean the fish, I thought. Eagerly, you see the the punctuation, they work very well here. We made a beeline to the river, doodling happily, a stone's throw away from our campsite. Lady Luck was on our side that day. We had managed to catch a lot of fish in 1 hour. I had even managed to teach Adnan to clean his fish, although he looked crazy. You see the word? Throughout the whole process. We were in high spirits and returned to the camp with our catch. Okay, you look at the comments down there. There's no grammar error at all. The same thing with the three previous paragraphs. Okay, very complex sentence structures, quite precise vocabulary, different tenses used, and it's getting more interesting. So from these four samples, you can put yourself. Where are you? Where are you? Are you like the one in example 1, or example 2, or example 3, or example 4, or in between examples 3 and 4, or in between examples 2 and 1? Okay, so where are you? And from these 4 paragraphs too, it is undeniable that all students can write actually. Okay? All students can write. Okay? If you cannot use very high words, high level words, then you can use the word that you know. Okay, something that can help you produce a piece of writing. Okay. Okay. So are you all okay so far? So far so good? Okay or not?
Okay, okay.
Someone on the okay. Oh, Arash. I see Arash. Where are you from, Arash?
From SMK
Any
Kadte.
question? What?
BD.
Okay. Arash, want to say something?
Arash.
Yeah?
Sorry?
Any question from you?
Do you have any question? No.
Any question? No. Okay. Okay. See your faces there, the two of you. Okay, now. So what we have discussed so far is that in order to write an essay, you need to be able to generate the ideas, what we call
Hello, cikgu, tak dengar.
and then cannot hear. Okay, hold on. Why cannot hear? Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
No.
Can you hear me?
Dengar.
Yes? Okay, thank you. Okay, so I just want to sum up what we have done so far up to now. Okay, in order to write an essay, you need to be able to generate the ideas. Once you see the question, you underline the keywords, you generate the ideas, you come with the plot and the plot of the story, and then generate the ideas. And you have seen just now how to generate the ideas, and then after that you construct sentences, and when you construct sentences, different students will come up with different sentences. Okay, for this one, this is the complete essay of the one we discussed just now. Okay, for that question. Okay, I'm going to show you the complete essay for that question. It doesn't come up on the screen. Okay, the essay that the paragraph I discussed with you just now, okay, the whole essay, the candidate scored 48 over 50. That one was the 2017 SPM question. Okay, the one we discussed just now. But then in the module I sent to the Telegram, okay, this morning to the teachers, that module contains this. That module contains the sample essay. Okay, so you can read the whole essay. It is a very interesting one. Okay, and you can see how beautiful it is. Okay, so far, okay, here it is. So far, I haven't found any essays in Kemaman throughout my service. Being a teacher for so many years, having seminars and workshops here and there, I haven't seen anybody get scored A for CW. But this student, this candidate, this SPM candidate, he managed to get 48 over 50. And this one, for me, the topic given is something that our students are able to do. To me, something on camping, okay? Our students have a lot of views on that. Okay, that's why I chose this. And the candidates essay here, okay, as you can see, maybe our students are not able to come up with something like this, but maybe near to it, okay? The sharing is to boost your confidence, to motivate you, okay? And there are many different levels of A-band essay. This is the one that I think our students, near to our students, there are more difficult ones, but this is the one. Highlight a few things here. The paragraph, put them into columns, different columns, okay, and rows. So the words, the good vocabulary used in paragraph 1, to bond with Mother Nature, forge friendship, remain vivid. Okay, you can read, you can get a copy, you can ask your teacher for a copy of the module, and you can read on your own in detail later. And then you have the word, the second paragraph, Azure, heralded, echoed, and the citing array of, and so on. So this is really a good essay. It is an even essay because there's no error. Okay? If there are errors, very few, 1 or 2, and they are only slips. Okay? So an even essay is an essay with no errors or just slips there, and then with complex structures, wide and precise vocabulary. When you read that, you don't have to say you're happy, but you describe. Okay, your feeling is described. Okay, using descriptive words. Okay, and then you have complex sentence structures, and you have, as I said, wide and precise vocabulary, and it is very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so I hope this helps you somewhat. Okay, motivate you. Okay, to write better. Okay. Okay, we are going to look at our next slide. I hope you are still okay with us here. Okay, don't be too stressful. Okay, be relaxed, enjoy. And next slide. Okay, so now you have seen, right? From the sample given just now, you have seen sort of what do we mean by a good essay, okay? But then if your CW is in the event, if your CW is in the event or a event, you may ask yourself, will I be able to get an A for English? The answer is yes. I want you to look at the following students, but do not be in the comfort zone. When I say that those who got E or D for CW, they may think, oh, aku ni nak belajar. No, it's not that. Okay, there's always a hope for you. So I want to share with you my previous students' results, who got E, a D, and who got A for English in the SPM examinations. Okay, let's take a look at the following. An example of an event, frequent errors. Example essay. Okay, one moment. Try number 2. Some technical problem here. Tapi ke nak masuk
Nak keluarkan ni.
nak keluar sampai sini.
Okey,
Saya nak keluar sini.
minimize dulu. Minimize ni. Minimize kali.
Okay, sorry for the
Which
long for the session.
yang ni kan? Yang ni kan? Okey.
Okay, so students, if you are in the event or D-band, you still have the hope to get an A for English. Okay, just make sure that you answer the best that you can for novel. Okay, you collect the marks from every section, papers 1 and 2, and then with the E or D-band, this can help you to get an A for English. Okay, so far, any question from any of you? Any question, any of you? Saya pergi ke dokumen balik We are very sorry for the technical problem.
Masa tu ring lah kawan tu mana video tu? Apa kasih dia adik?
Any question from any of you?
Video tu tak ada. Tak kasih lah video.
Asal dia tahu.
Tak kasih dia adik. Kan bisa jadi kena ni hak yang kat ending tu. Oh gitu.
Are you following me so far? Are you okay? So far so good? Okay.
Good.
Okay, so for an event essay, the reference that we use describe it as frequent errors.
Kembali dekat
Okay.
kain tu
Now, okay, Alhamdulillah. Okay, so now, this is an essay written by one of my students, my previous student. Okay, I think 2016, and CW questions started to change in 2014. Okay, however, the topic that I give her in that year was a memorable day. I give a very broad topic just to make her be able to write. Okay, so as you can see here, there are so many red marks here. Okay, on almost on every line. So this is what we mean as frequent errors. Kerap, error to kerap. Okay. On every line, not see patches. We do not see patches of clarity. We do not see the areas, okay, which are clear from error. Tak ada pun patches tu, tumpukan yang clear error. So you see this one, a lot of errors here. But then the sentence construction is okay. They are mostly single word errors in which you correct that one word, then the whole thing will be okay. Okay. And this student, the last essay she sent me before the SPM examination, she managed to go up to band D. This one I gave her, I think 24, if I'm not mistaken, 23 or 4. I can't remember. Okay. And 24. Okay. Thank you. One. She wrote another essay and she managed to go up to in the essay. Okay. But then what we did was that we really worked on identifying offense. But they could go up to 90. Okay. So that's what my strategy, reducing the number of errors. Okay. And then, so can you see now? Is this the same with yours? Yes, please. And please that one. Okay. Okay, one more, a D-band essay. Okay, there it is. Okay, this is another essay written by one of my students. You can see the name, right? That one from 5 2018 and on 9 November 2018, which was very near to the exam. But in this essay, he managed to score a D-band. Okay, 27, something like that. Okay, 27 over 18. He got an A for English in the SPM examination. And this guy, he wrote in a very strange way. Not only the grammar errors, but in terms of the meaning too. Because he's kind of having his own mindset on writing essays. So it's quite hard for me to correct him. But we did a lot of one-to-one discussion at the time. Okay, so you can see the pages. What I mean by the pages, what I mean by the pages is something like, Okay, like this one. You can see it in the middle. It's like there's no error. It's like a circle without any error. You can see the errors on the right hand side, on the left hand side, and at the top of the paragraph, right? But then in the middle, it's like that area is like clear from error. So at least there is one patch here, but there are a few patches here. So that's why he managed to be in the event. Okay, we go to the next one. Okay, we go to forward. I see. Okay, I also have the samples for a B and a C and a B, a C and a B band. Okay, I see. But then because due to the technical problem, I'm afraid that we are going to need to spend a lot of time for this one. So we are going to proceed with the next slide.
Mic saya tadi saya off. Saya off. Okay. Okay. Are you there? Ladies and gentlemen, students, are you there? Masih kat sana ke? Masih ada online ke?
Yes.
Anybody sleeping? Okay, now we are going to take a look at how the students that we saw whose essay was in Band E just now improve her essay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Sample 1, sample essay 1. Ya, bila buat artikel ni. Sample here. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, there it is. Remember the student with the E band. Okay. Here you can see one of her paragraphs, one of the paragraphs written, okay, in the essay, taken from the essay. And then her paragraph, the second paragraph, the essay you saw just now, okay, with many errors just now, the frequent errors, okay. And then in the first column here, you can see the corrected paragraph, and you can see the bold printed words. They are all the corrections made, okay, for her essay. And then after we fix the errors, okay, we help her, okay, to come up to add good vocabulary. So you can see here, as you can see here, Mom sent me to school, but she did not wish me birthday. So she started with, it was cold gray morning with a dark sky and threatening rain. The car was speeding down the road. My mom sent me to school, but she did not wish me birthday. Then I got into the classroom, and but then she continued in the improved paragraph. I composed myself and wiped the tears away. Then I got into my classroom. There were a few people coming and wishing me birthday. In colors. Down there. Okay, it's better to see this one so that you can see which ones are her original sentences, which ones are the ones added. Okay, go down. So you can see here, right, very clearly, the one in black, underlined, are her original sentences. Okay, and then the ones in red, the additional vocabulary or interesting expression. Okay. Okay, so this student Faraiza, she's got A for English in the SPM examination, and this is what we did. And I've done this a lot with my students, and I shared a list of vocabularies with them because I know they are not the A or B band student, B band CW student. So to save them, to help them get an A in SPM for English paper, this is one of the strategies that I have to use. Okay. Okay.
Okay, I hope you are enlightened seeing this. Okay, and her last essay to me, she's called Bandy. Bandy. Okay. Slides. We go to the slides. Okay. Her last essay was Bandy, and then so with that Bandy in the SPM examination, I don't know how she did in it, but then she managed to get an A for English, and she was offered to continue her studies before she received the result, the SPM result, somewhere in accounting. Okay, now that is one of the examples that I would like to share with you, because to me, there's always hope. Even though there are only a few more days to go, but there's always a hope. Okay. Okay. Next, this paragraph was written by another student. Errors in a student's paragraph. Some are due to carelessness. This student was a straight A plus target student in 2000. If I'm not mistaken, 2016. Okay. You see the vocabulary. Very good. I opened my eyes lazily and gasping for air. To my surprise, I saw two familiar human beings sat near to me. Their faces were the face that I had always wished to be there to cherish me and Laura during our childhood. Semicolon. My mom and dad. I tried to speak, but my voice somehow refused to come out. When I saw they emitted a short mouthful spell. Tubes all over me were helpless. Too bad you were not here, Laura. To witness your dream came true. I taught them for taking us for granted. Didn't I? There should be a question mark there. Okay. So this essay, when I read through his whole essay, out of 11 paragraphs, okay, it took like 4 or 5 pages. Okay, I noticed that he has a very beautiful vocabulary. However, I was worried that he would not be able to get an A+ for English because of the grammar errors. So throughout the essay, the vocabulary was super. Okay, so you can see here the errors, the number of errors quite a lot. Okay, and these are the corrections. So when I went to see him and explained to him, it's not that difficult for him to understand the explanation. He could understand it very quickly, okay, and he could fix the errors very fast. I managed to see him only like a few days before the SPM examination. I was worried that my point here is that no matter how good your vocabulary is, if your essay contains quite a number of grammar errors, then you are not going to be in the high band. Okay, A, B, or C. Okay? So this is one of the examples that I can share with you. Okay, next. So the paragraph is taken from an essay written by a target A+ student in 2017. He scored not 16, he scored A+ and 1A in SPM 2017. A for biology, not so he scored A+ for English, and he was offered the what's that scholarship? Amanah Sadana, the scholarship, the scholar. Okay, and now he's studying at UM, I think, under that scholarship because he got A+. Okay, everybody went for him to offer the scholarship. Okay, next. Students' common errors. Okay, so we have seen so far, okay, the samples of a few essays, a few paragraphs, okay, just to inform you that so that you know where you are, what you need to do in these few days, within these few days, okay. And in fact, you still have time to fix your error. You may think, susah lah macam ni, dekat dengan pesa baru nak betul error. No. For errors, they come in different categories. Easy, the ones easily fixed, easily corrected. The ones which is in the middle, okay, the difficult ones to be corrected. So let the difficult ones left in your essay. The easily fixed and the middle one, let's get rid of them. Okay, so let's take a look at some of this. So masih boleh buat. Okay, these are the common errors made by student. Yeah? Okay, so you can see here, people, so far so good, guys. Okay, I need to always ask you, I'm afraid you are not here anymore. Okay. Okay, so you can see here, people has, you see, it's very clear. That's like the one you saw before. Okay, the paragraph written by the good student, the target state A+ student. Even the simple errors, he still had it in his essay. Okay, people has, so it should be present have, right? They are going to see the answers after this. The users is, I call them disasters. These are the errors I call disasters, malapetaka. And my disasters come in different categories. Some of my disasters, they are like killing 100 million people. Okay, another disaster could be killing only 10,000 people. Another disaster could be, you better dig the grave. Okay. Okay, so that's what I mean. Okay. So this is really a disaster. You know, the users is. Kalau nak salah pun, biarlah past tense kan. If it is in the past tense, you have to put were. But you put is, not only you are on in two things here, two ways here. Not only is, but it has to be in the past tense. It should be a, past tense should be were. Okay, 2 degree. Okay, 2 degree error here. Okay, it can give again. Maybe you think, alah, benda ni tak buat lah. No, this what I have listed here adalah the errors made by students. I do not know how else to say, you know. These advantages made them having disease like obesity. That means the students could also have nothing and so on. Okay, go on. Okay, now you see all these. Let's see the answer. Answer. Go on, slide, the next slide. You see, the ones underlined are the corrected ones. Okay, have, these, make them have, make plus noun and pronoun, make plus noun and pronoun plus a root verb. Diseases like obesity, diseases. Okay, the students put disease. That means not, that's mean. Okay, students with good results have nothing. Okay, next, sorry, mana? Next. To send their children to tuition classes. Okay, tuition means the teaching. Okay, the teaching process. It's not the classes. So if you say the tuition to tuition, is wrong. You can say tuition classes or tuition centers in the evening. Students who come, for those students who are not, for those students who is no. We will be more confident. When you have adjective, you have to have a verb to be before it. You cannot say she said, she happy. You have to have the verb to be. She is, yes, she was. He was a stubborn and naughty boy. We add here. He had been caught by the policeman, but the student wrote he had been cashed. There's no such word, cashed. I went to the phone booth and made a call. The student put there make, M-A-K-E, which is wrong. Everyone has his or her own gadget, not a gadget. Not everyone has their own gadget because every one person. Okay, but then and I noticed that it's like the bugger. I don't know, the bugger sort of accept that one. Okay, but it's better to write it this way. Okay, the original sentence for number 17, I think more good, should be better. Your younger brother, the original sentence wish is. You cannot use wish for a human being. Okay, who is 5 years old. Okay, next. Other common errors, spelling or spacing every day. Okay, next. Okay, you see that? If you want to mean it daily, it is a 2-word. If you use it as a 1-word, it is used as an adjective. For example, if you say, I go to school every day, it has to be a 2-word. Washing clothes is my everyday routine. That is what 1 word. it is used as an adjective, okay? Even though 2 words in front of 3 words, advice and advice. CE is a noun, SE is a verb. My mom always give me advice, CE. Her advice is useful. My mom advises me not to go there. My mom advised me not to go there, SED, okay? Practice C, noun, and S, verb. Okay, here sometimes we are concerned about the use of American and British English, okay? For American, CE is accepted also as a verb, okay? Effect is a noun, affect is a verb. Realize, British, realize, ZE, American. Surprise, many students spell surprise wrongly. I have seen it so many times, okay? Disappointed, double P, not double S. Okay, next. Okay, other common errors. This one, all this, you can see not all the slides. I mean the content on the common errors, the notes on the common errors. They are all in the module that I sent in your teacher's Telegram. Okay. So cancel. Okay, next one. This is another disaster. Okay, with the degree of killing 100 million people. Can see or could see. Okay. Make him did, make him do. If it is past tense, you change make, you make. The word may has to be in the past tense. Made him do. She's making me do. She made me do. She has made me do. So the one at the back, there's no change. Okay. Had when. After has, have had. Okay. The word that should come after that is it must be in the form of past participle. That's very clear. Okay. Reach at. Reach is wrong to be joined with at. Reach the school, not reach at the school. Good in should be good at. Jealous of. Saw the boy cried, saw the boy cry or crying. Not saw the boy cried, because you already have the past tense for the word saw and you have another word there. So it cannot be in the past tense anymore. It has to be in the root verb or ing. There were many children playing at the playground. Many students like there were many children played at the playground, which is wrong. Okay. Those are basically the common errors that I found in students' essays. There are still many, but these are the most common ones, I would say. Okay, for me lah, for my students. Ada lagi tak sempat nak type. Okay, next. Okay, so far so good. Okay. So when you look at all those, ask yourself, okay, will I be able to write better in for English next week? Ask yourself. And the answer must be yes. Okay? The answer must be yes. Cannot be a no. Understand? Okay. Jangan malu aja kan. Sorry. Okay. Next. Okay. This is the distribution of marks. If you want to get an A, according to lembaga lah. Okay. Okay. For paper 1, roughly lah, we just distribute the mark like that. Okay. Section A 29. Okay. Section B continuous writing 32. Band C. So the total is 61 for paper 1. And paper 2, section A 13. Section B is information transfer 10. Reading comment summary 23 over 25. Poem and novel 17 over 20. So altogether paper 2 63. So the total is 1 to 2 4 points. So only then you get 80%. But I want to share with you, but I do not have the list here. I did not include the list here. My previous student in 2017, I mean many, I would say many. In 2000, even before that, they scored the best in the trial examination. Their scores were like 66, 60, 59, 67, 63. But then their result in the SPM examination for English were A. My students who got band D in their CW, they scored A+. At my previous school, okay, when we had trial, there were only 1 or 2 students who managed to get like 70 or 73% for English paper. But then they have proven, okay, this is what we know, 80 is an A, 90 is an A+. But I made an analysis, I put the students' result and the students' real SPM result side by side to their trial result. So, and I did this, I had done this for a few years, so I managed to see what actually, okay, the band, okay, that can put the students under the A band. Okay, so my students, they got like 60 plus, they got A. Okay, but then of course we work a lot on identifying the errors, improving the essays like the one I shared just now, and then novel also we really put emphasis on answering the novel very well, because that's if you know the novel, so grab the chance. Okay, and then the same thing with summary and so on. So they managed to collect the marks throughout the whole paper, the whole section. So and finally they got A or A plus for English. Okay. So there's always a hope. Ada harapan untuk more. Okay. Now next slide. So jangan risau sangat. So to conclude, okay, for CW, the features of a good essay: no or less grammar errors. A good essay, a C band can be a good essay dah kan? Okay, no or less grammar errors. A variety, it contains a variety of sentence types. Okay, we can see complex structures there. The vocabulary is precise and wide. It is, we can see the creativity, and the essay is very interesting. That it makes us want to read from the first line until the end. Throughout our reading, we want to know more and more. Okay, and in order to do that, of course, we need to have descriptive words. Okay, that's the gist of CW writing. CW, continuous writing. Okay, next, the tips. Luckily, my friend reminded me. Okay, the tips for CW. Read the question carefully when you see it. Okay, when you open the paper, read the question carefully, underline the keywords. Make sure I have brought you through. I have taken you through all this before actually. Okay, make sure your essay fulfills the requirement of the question. Okay, the trend of the research questions. They have a few tasks in the question. For example, describe about your traveling somewhere, okay? And then you have problem, you face a problem, and how you solve the problem and what you learn. Okay. And so you write your essay, but then you miss on the lesson that you learn from what happened. If your essay is in the B band, if you miss that task, okay, your essay can go down to C band, one band low. Okay, this happens to good students selalu. So that's why I really emphasize on underlining the keywords. So whenever you write the essay, I know you are very absorbed within the time limit. Okay, in the exam hall. Okay, you really want to be fast, but then after a certain period of time of writing, please go back to the question and check: have I included this? Have I included this? If you have not had it in your essay, let's say if you have finished writing the essay, you just put the omission sign. There's nothing wrong with having the omission sign. You put a star there, you put the arrow because you have a few more sentences to add there. Okay, there's no more space for you. So don't worry, you can do that. Okay, so that is not penalized. Okay, under the score or the score. Okay. And then spend 2 to 3 minutes checking the grammar errors, which are easy to be corrected. As I said before, errors come in different categories. So within these 2-3 minutes, try to check the easily fixed one, the easily corrected ones. The tenses especially, okay, simple past tense, singular plurals, nothing to do with the tenses, but then the singular plural, the punctuations, and so on. Punctuations must be able to help readers. Okay. The last tip here, never memorize the essays. It is very, very dangerous. Okay? Okay, if we suspect that your essay, the essay that we are reading is a memorized essay and the mark is like 40, band B, we are going to check your directed writing. Your score for directed writing fall under 3 categories: format, content, and language. We're going to look at the L for the writing. If you get like 9 there, which is in band E for language, while continuous writing you got band B, then we will check again in detail, comments, sorry, leaders, and so on. Then, only then, When it is confirmed, your CW will go down to E band like your DW. So the E band for CW, instead of getting 40, you're going to get like 20 or 21, something like that. Okay, but then we have to check it carefully. Okay, so that we are fair to the students. Okay, we know there is a soul behind us. It's your future. Okay, so we have to be fair to you. Okay, so those are the things for CW basically lah. Yang ingat je, yang ingat. Okay, okay, are you okay so far? So far so good? Okay tak? Clear or not my voice?
Yeah.
Clear or not? Okay.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I hope you can get the modules from the teachers, because the modules on the essays which I've discussed here, they are all in there. Okay. Okay, next. So, writing. My time is over lah. Okay. For that writing. Okay. Okay. In fact, I was just given 1 hour. In fact, for continuous writing, 1 hour is too short for me for continuous writing. That's why I struggle to come up with the slide, because there are so many materials I have. But then I'll try to come up with something that is really needed for you now. Okay, a couple of days before your exam. That's why I took you through all the steps of writing directly. Okay. Okay, so just a little bit on letter writing. Okay. Okay, one letter writing. Okay, skip the text. Just skip the text. Skip. Kat sangat pendek soalan. Okay, the question. Then the red one, 68. Okay. Okay, letter writing 2019 dulu question. So I'm not going to touch on the format, because after this, Puan Irfa will talk on paper 2. So, as usual, as we have discussed, okay, whenever you read the question, you have to underline the keywords. Okay. The 2 part in Go Green Day in your local area, the aim was to help people learn about the environment. You have decided to write an article about the Go Green Day for your school magazine. Okay. Okay. Next, these are the contents given. The first part, the information about the Go Green Day, where, when, who organized, who was involved. Okay. Next. Okay, another part of the contents is this one. Information about the Go Green Day. Okay, information about the Go Green Day, where it was, when it was, who organized it, who was involved. So you can see that. Where? Once you mention that Taman Bakawali, then you get 1 mark. Okay, the event, the Go Green Day was at Taman Bakawali and so on. So you can see here. Okay, next. Another part of it was on the topics, C5, C6, C7. Okay, next. Next one. And then the activities. Okay, this is the ones that I want to highlight here. Okay, you see the give details for each activity. Taught by expert, making a garden, recycling, give for more activity. Okay, next. Next one. Okay, so we have here. But in the mark scheme, you have this. Only if you have the detail, you are awarded the points here. C8 to C8 to C11. Taught by expert plus detail. If you write like taught by expert only, no. There's no C8 for you. Okay, you go on. Okay, these are 2 examples. C8. Content 8. Taught by an expert. The participants listen to a talk. So we have sorry, that's an expert. The participants listen to a talk by an expert, okay? But there's no mark there because there's no detail. So you look at the second one. The participants listen to a talk by an expert on wildlife preservation. That's the detail. So only there you get 1 mark. Okay, so you have to be really careful. Please read every particular thing, okay, every rubric in the question. Sinai, making a garden. We were also promoted to make a garden. You have made a garden. No, not accepted. You never know because you are reading the question and the reminder given to you under the topic, right? So you do not notice sometimes. Okay? We were also wanted to make a mini garden to be put inside our houses. 1 mark. You want tips and tips. So I'm going to go straight to the tips here. Tips for the writing. The last one, 81. Okay. So for the writing, the tips are: read the question carefully, underline the keywords, be clear with the task, article, report, and so on. Count the number of the content points. Take note of the direct and indirect contents. Content points ask the indirect content point like when, what. Okay. Take note of the additional ideas needed, benefits, suggestion, recommendation, and so on. Avoid writing too long GWR. Okay. Please pay attention to that. Try not to rephrase the words in the content. Try to write according to the content arrangement given. Okay. That's it from me. What the next one? Merah. Okay, so A for English. A for English. Are you sure? Sure or not? Sure or not? Are you feel confident to get an A for English? Yes, see, the previous students, they have proven whether they got E or D band for CW, they managed to get an A. So, inshallah you can. Okay, inshallah you can.
Inshallah, I can.
Yes, you can. Okay, next. Okay, you see these two guys? Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. That's from me. Okay, all the best to all of you. Bye. Okay, Psycho.
Thank you, teacher. I love you.
Thank you, teacher.
Kamsahamnida.
Kamsahamnida.
Oh,
Maaf, saya bercanda. Kau suruh cabut gitu.
Okay.
thank you, teacher.
Coming here, right?
Thank you, teacher.
Tapi kalau dekat
Thank you. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you. Thank you ni.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you, teacher.
All right, thank you very much to Puan Samawati for the tips given by her. But then students here, I did somehow wrote it there. If you do have any question, please don't hesitate to ask. Don't be shy. You can always ask in VM. We have no problem with that. All right. So again, I really hope that you have gained something for paper 1. Remember, whatever it is, you can still do this. You still got time to do this. All right. So without further ado, I would like to pass it to Puan Eva. All right, for paper 2. All right. So thanks again. So please welcome Puan Eva, yeah, to present her materials. Thank you very much.
Waiting for the material.
Okay, one more thing. All right, I know that looking at the time, somehow it's already 3:40, but then again, remember students, and this is actually your opportunity, all right, to gain something. I know you have gained a lot, all right, but at least something more, inshallah. So I really hope that you can still be patient and then still be with us till the end of the program. Thank you very much once again. Assalamualaikum.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to HOPs, teachers and students in Kemaman. Okay, I hope that you are still here with me, and I'm so honored for being given this opportunity to share tips, okay, to score A for paper 2 in English. Okay, can you hear my voice? Is it clear?
Yes.
It's clear, teacher.
Clear, guys?
Yes. Yes.
Arash. Okay, is it clear? Okay, good. Okay, so without wasting our time, okay, so I would like to continue with section C. I'm not going to touch on section A and B because we are actually running out of time, and my main concern is focusing on section C and novel, okay? Since these two sections contribute a lot of mark to you, okay, in the exams. Okay, so let's move on to the reading comprehension questions, and there are tips and tricks to answer this reading comprehension question. So for reading comprehension, what is the first thing you should do? Okay, so when you see the question, okay, you must know the priority and focus on the question. Okay, always looking at the keywords. Okay, and try, when you answer the question, try not to copy the answer from the text, which we call it total lifting. Sometimes, based on the lembaga, they will not accept the answer. Okay, so bear in your mind that try not to copy the answer from the text. Okay, so normally the questions for reading comprehension test you on vocabulary, words and phrases, and I've seen this format of questions in past year, like SPM 2017 and SPM 2018. Okay, normally the question asks you to find a synonym of the word, and also it tends to be different in 2018. The question asks you to find a phrase. So when a phrase, you know that a word is a word from the text, only one word, and then phrases, it should be more than one word. Yes, a phrase, longer phrases. Okay. So sometimes the question asks you to, there was a time where it came out like that. Okay. So okay, there are also hot questions. Okay, for question number 30. Okay, this question will test you on giving your opinions, okay, about the situation or the passage given to you about the story, a narrative or factual. So you have to, sometimes you have to give application. Okay, for example, Negeri Sembilan trial paper asks you to, the passage is about neighborhood community services, and you have to apply what were mentioned in the text to your community. So it shows that you must know about the things that mentioned, or the subjects mentioned in the text, and then you should be applying it to your society. Okay. So the question normally tests you on the quality, characteristics, and then so probably you must know all the adjectives. Okay, the quality is positive. Okay, normally hardworking, courageous, bravery. So give the kind of answers. Okay, and please provide reasons and solution for these answers. Okay, for example, the question asks you to give characteristic. Okay, the characteristic of the character in the passage. So think of the positive, and you can even mention about the negative traits owned by the character. Okay, so as long as you are able to give reasons, logical reason and suitable for and it relates to the character. Okay, so next is students are not allowed to copy the answer completely from the text. Okay, next. Okay. Okay, come on. No, not this one. Okay, another. Okay, no. Another slide. Not this one. Another slide. Summary. Yes. Okay. I think I have done with reading comprehension questions. So I'm going to proceed with summary. Yes, summary. Okay. Is there any question from you? Okay, regarding this reading comprehension questions section? No. Okay, good. So, okay, I hope you're doing good. Okay, we are waiting for another slide on summary. Okay. Okay, so we move on to tips and tricks in summary. So you know that summary is another a question after answering the reading comprehension part. Okay, so 15 marks awarded to you. Okay, the marks distribution is 25. So sorry, 50. Okay, 10 for content and 5 for language. Okay, so you have to be aware of the marks distribution. Okay, and then another one is you should be careful. Okay, be really careful with the tenses used. Normally, after you are reading the text, you can simply detect, identify the tenses that you should be used. Okay, and then the third one is use the correct pronouns. Okay, Okay, and then you should be able to use linkers and sequence connectors intelligently. Intelligently means you should be applying sequence connectors and linkers when answering the summary question. Okay, okay, and then try to paraphrase. The word try is not really try actually. You have to. You have to, in order to achieve, okay, in order to achieve language 4 or 5, you must, okay, you must make an attempts at least 3 times, okay. When you are writing the summary, okay, to secure 13 or 15, you have to paraphrase at least 3 times, okay. So you don't have to worry because I'm going to share how I'm going to paraphrase the simple sentences into complicated and sophisticated, complex structure. Okay, so another important reminder is watch out for the number of words. Okay, I'm sure that all of you know that. Okay, your teacher always remind you that don't write more than 130 words. Okay, do not exceed the limit. Okay, and then you have to arrange the points correctly. If there is a sequence, okay, normally it's like a trend, okay, the narrative, okay, most probably been tested in SPM questions, okay, paper, English paper 2, and there is also some also factual, okay. So when there's the question tested on narrative, so you must follow the sequence of the story, okay. So next is determine the text type, okay. It's either narrative or factual, okay. Next. So this is the marks distribution. So I've mentioned earlier, total mark is 15. So content marks is 10. Okay, and then language, and then total is 15. Okay, next. Okay, so tenses used. Okay. Are you sometimes do you feel confused to identify or to use the correct tenses? Okay, so look at the 10 words given. Okay, so these are the examples of question taken from past years. So past year question, SPM questions. Okay, so to get the cups breathing again, the writer decided to. So tenses used definitely past tense because the word decided. Look for the keyword. Okay, the word decided shows that past tense. Okay, so the pronoun is writer, he, his, and him. Okay, this is really important for you to determine this. Okay, to identify this first. Okay. At the camp's open day, Shima's family noticed that she, so the pronouns, tenses still the same, okay, tenses past tense, and then Shima, she, her, hers, okay. And the last one is taken from SPM SPM question, summary question, 2017. After giving up watching the television, Maria and Jeffrey started, okay. So we know that pronoun use, he, for Jeffrey, she, Maria, and they. Both of them, and then them and Jia. Okay, so you must know all this in order to get good language for sound. Okay, next. Was it okay? Was it okay so far? Okay. Okay, next. Okay, so I'm giving you this example. If you have the question with you, it will be better, but it's okay. Okay, this is the summary content points for SPM 2017. As you can see, how many content points given there? There are 14, right? But for you to get or write a summary, just need to get like at least 10 correct content points for you to achieve full mark, which is 10. Okay, so that's a lot. Okay, so so you don't have to really worry about getting the all the content points combining in your summary, as long as you have like a few, okay, a few, not less than 10. Okay, okay. So we have it. Okay, tidying up their overgrown garden. So we have 14 here. Okay, next. Okay. Okay, I'm going to show you after this from what we have. Okay, the content points that we have. Okay, starting up here. Okay, from what we have, so we are going to make it a better one by adding linkers and sequence connectors. Okay. Sorry for the technical error. Can you please?
It's okay.
Where are tabs students? Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. So by adding, to make it better, by adding some sequence connector and make sure you use the correct pronoun. Okay. So these are the points that I've taken from the previous slides. Okay. And I added sequence connector in the answer. Okay. So you can see I have made a few changes. Okay. After that, okay, let's look at point number 3. Had time to go on long bicycle rides. Okay, after that, they had time to go on long bicycle rides in the evening. I added in the evening. The words are from the text. Okay, opted for news source like online newspapers and magazines. So Jeffrey then opted for online newspapers and magazines. Okay, Jeffrey played loud rock music. Okay. Okay, moreover, I use moreover, Jeffrey played loud rock music, okay? And gathered friends for parties. Besides, they gathered friends for parties. This is simple, only add sequence connectors, okay? So, next. Okay, so next is they started investing their income in the stock market. I use furthermore. Okay, furthermore, they started investing their income in the stock market. Okay, they pay more attention to the sounds of nature. Okay, there's no changes there. Okay, Jeffrey started walking more, he drove less. Okay, Jeffrey started walking more and drove less. Okay, there were fewer arguments about undone chores. Okay, with physical activity in and around the house. Maria did physical activities. Dobby was taken for walk. Their pet, Debbie, was taken for walks. And last one, Maria and Jeffrey managed to get more sleep. Finally, I use finally. So I would advise you that for the last point that you include in your summary, use finally, okay, lastly, okay, use the sequence, the linkers and sequence connector. Okay, both of them managed to get more sleep. Okay, I will be explaining, okay, in the next slides, okay. Next slide, next, okay. Okay, this is a better version, okay. Paraphrasing, okay. I'm sure that some of you are struggling or having difficulty to paraphrase the original text from, the original sentence from the text, okay. So there are a few ways how it can be done. Okay, so one of them, this is how I recommending you to by adding linkers. Okay, for example, tidying up your urban garden, you change or substitute the word tidying up, okay, to the word clearing. Okay, so this is not called as text. Okay, so normally when the examiner marks your paper or your answer, they will write T for text. Text means directly, total lifting from the passage. So if you got T, there's no credit or bonus for you. So if you are writing like this, when you paraphrase, so it shows that you made an attempt, okay, not to get T. Okay, so clearing their garden filled with plants. So it shows that you are paraphrasing the line. Okay, had time to go on long bicycle rides. So you change the word had time to went on extended bicycle rides. Okay, next, opted for other news sources like online newspapers and magazine. Okay, Jeffrey opted online newspapers and magazine and played rock music loudly at home. Okay, so you are combining, okay, points number 5 and 4 by using and. Okay, their social life exploded. They gathered friends for parties. Moreover, they hosted parties and invited friends over. So this is how, it's not as hard as you think, by changing a few words and substitutes the words by change a few and added linkers. So it is not original sentence from the text. So you can be awarded, okay? You can get mark for that. Okay, next. Okay, there's another sample, okay? Jeffrey started walking more and he drove less. So Jeffrey walked more and drove less because he was not rushing anymore. So where did you get all this idea? Yes, you have to read from the passage. Okay, so Jeffrey walked more and drove less because, so this is OCX, original complex structure. Oh, this one. If you have like this, a few in your summary, definitely 4 for you. Okay. With physical activity in and around the house. In addition to that, Maria increased physical activities in the house and she became healthier. So these are all from the text. Okay. And the word and, okay, you use the conjunction there. They became healthier. Okay, next. Okay, so I am showing you now. Okay, this is the basic. Okay, this is the time for you to know that the basic sample, the basic answer that you can produce, and I expect you can do this. This is I'm just adding linkers and sequence connectors. So after this, I will be showing you advanced. Means full mark 15 from the SPN credit. Okay. Okay. So I hope you can easily identify which phrases that I have, which lines or sentences that I have paraphrased. Okay, and then identify. Okay, this is the linkers. Okay, and learn how to do the paraphrasing part. Okay, after giving up watching the television, Maria and Jeffrey started. Okay, I put double slash there. Why double slash? Double slash means the word can't start from there. Okay, the word can't start from there. Okay, so tidying up their overgrown garden, revealing some stunning flowers. Okay, next they went on long bicycle rides in the evening. So still using text. Okay, for content point number 1 text, content point number 2 text. Okay, the difference cuma you add the word next, so still text. Okay, tak dapat lagi makan 4 ni. Okay, you will not get 4. Okay, 3, you are still at 3. 3, language 3. Okay. Okay, Jeffrey started reading online news sources and played loud rock music instead. Okay, still no. On the other hand, their social life exploded as they invited friends for parties. Okay. Jeffrey drove less and walked more. There were fewer arguments about undone chores. Apart from that, Maria increased physical activities in the house and looked healthier. They took Dobby, their pet dog, for walks. As you can see, the SPM question asks about what happened to Jeffrey and Maria after they have given up watching the television. Okay, so they did a lot of things, activities. Okay, and so there are 14 listed in the content points as the content points. So can you guess what did you get for this answer? Language 4 or 3? Okay, for this, okay, for paraphrasing, there are still a lot textual, okay, from the text T, okay, except for only linkers and sequence connectors added. So this is still considered language 3, okay, but the use of English is also 3 because there's no bombastic or a substitution made for the words, okay? So we consider this as a normal script, language 3. Content point 10. So 13 out of 15. Okay, you get it, guys? Okay. You get it, guys? Okay, so first
Yes. Yes.
okay, so
Yes.
I'm going to show you. Okay, so by the way, you can learn about like using the linkers and sequence connectors to to connect the points and the story to make it more interesting. Okay, so we have a look on the advanced. Okay, so definitely, okay, when I got this, okay, kind of summary answer, I would feel wow. Okay, wow. That's a factor that you need to have, a wow factor when answering, or doesn't matter paper 1, writing, okay, or novel or language is your main concern, okay. What makes your writing better is language. You have to remind that, okay, bear in mind, okay. So okay, this one, after giving up watching the television, Maria and Jeffrey started, okay, clearing their garden, revealing flowers that the neighborhood envied for its beauty. Okay, this is sophisticated, okay, complex, okay, envied for its beauty. After that, they went for lengthy and pleasant bicycle rides. Okay, okay. From the text, it used go on long bicycle rides. So the student changed it to lengthy and pleasant bicycle rides. So this is another sophisticated, okay, complex structure used. Okay. Furthermore, linkers. Okay, Jeffrey realized that online news sources were better for staying updated. Wow. It's not from the same text. He changed it. Okay, totally. Okay. He played rock music loudly at home, while Maria struggled to get used to it. Okay. The student even mentioned about Maria. Yes, because Maria did not be able to get to be able to use it to get to used to it. Okay. So in addition, they held parties and invited friends over. Okay, this is the only, but still held parties. Okay, and invited friends over. Okay, they started to use their earnings. Okay, the from the text, the original. Okay, the original. Okay, the original sentence is they invested for living, okay, stock market for their living. So they started to use their earnings to invest in the stock market to raise their standard of living. Okay, they also listen to the echoes of nature. Okay, this is paid more attention to the sounds of nature. So they also listen to the echoes of nature attentively. Okay, and they had ample time to do chores, hence argued less. So there were few arguments, okay, argued less. Okay, you change it, paraphrasing, okay. Their dog, Dobby, even benefited, okay, and enjoyed long walks. Finally, they were able to sleep more. Okay. So, how are you feeling after you read this kind of answer? Okay. Okay, so definitely, okay, this is how are you supposed to write to get 4 or 5 for language, summary for language. Okay, so I really hope, okay, I believe that you can by all the tips, okay, showing this example to you, you are able to produce like this, okay, this kind of piece of writing, okay. So it's not hard, but you have to make a few attempts, okay, and it must be successful. Okay, you tak boleh buat cubaan tapi cubaan tak berjaya, okay. Cubaan you buat tu mesti berjaya. Kalau you buat tak berjaya, so it is fail, okay, fail. Okay, so that's how, Okay, that you score for language 4 or 5. Okay. Alright, done? Okay. I think we're done. Okay, stop for a while. Okay. Is it advisable to use one of this? Let's see one of that. To be safe, okay, slightly. Okay. Okay, so okay, I'm still waiting for another slide to be appear on the screen. Yes, not seen to the jump. Yes, continue. Okay. Okay, so students, don't hesitate to ask. I'm here to help you. Okay, I'm here to help you, and I will try my best to answer all your questions. Okay. Okay. So next is Sing to the Down. Okay, by Ming Fong Ho. Okay. So I would like to start with another reminder. Okay. Important reminder for you, okay, what to avoid when answering novel questions. Okay, the first is you are not allowed to write the synopsis of the story in the introductory or first paragraph. Okay, do not write the synopsis. Okay, this is really important because some students they tend to write the synopsis, okay, of the story, sing to the down, because they love the story so much and they want to write, okay, for the first paragraph, for the introductory paragraph. Okay. Next is personal responses which are irrelevant to the question. Okay, this would be the main concern, okay, of the students. Teacher, I cannot produce a good personal responses, okay, which are relevant. Actually, you have it in your mind, but you are not confident that you want to write it in your AC, okay, in your answer, okay. So it's okay. After this, I'm going to share, okay. Writing the information which is not needed, okay, not needed in the answer. This is called mere narration. Okay, mere narration this is how mere narration. Okay, you write the whole, okay, like the whole answer, okay, complete and detailed textual evidence, but this is not about the question. You did not answer the question at all. Okay, this has happened. This has happened. Okay, I have seen this. So it's quite frustrating to see you are able to write a good language. Okay, your language is good, but it turned out to be you misunderstood the question. So it was so frustrating. So that's why I need to tell you about this mere narration. It's like providing details and textual evidence which are not related to the question. Did not ask. Okay. Another problem is suddenly the slide missing. Yes, the slide is missing. Okay, talking about factual errors. Yes, this is a FE. Okay, so if you are writing a good answer, but suddenly, okay, you have written the name of the character like that one. You said Duan. Okay, and then instead of Kwai, you mention Kawai, or there are some event in the story. Okay, you did not tell it properly. Okay, it's incorrect. So factual error. Okay, so the consequences of having factual error in your answer, bend down. Okay, penalized. There will be penalized. Okay, you will be penalized. Okay. So next point is bear in your mind that, okay, always refer to the keywords. Okay, provide linkers. I mean the link from the instruction to the introduction. Okay, you have to understand the keywords from the question. There are keywords in the question, and the keywords must be used. Okay, you should include the keywords from the introductory part until the closing. Okay, your conclusion. Okay, that is how it's supposed to be done. Okay. Okay. So I am going to show you after this how you are going to see the keywords appear in the introduction, okay, and also in the conclusion part. Okay. Okay.
Okay, there is actually a question about paraphrasing just now. Could you please answer it?
Okay, paraphrasing.
Is it so? I mean, is it really needed to do the paraphrasing?
Okay, since you are targeting an A, okay, you are targeting an A for your language. Okay, because getting 3 is a normal script. It is considered normal. So I would really advise, I always encourage my student, okay, do a substitution, okay, pun boleh. So paraphrasing macam I cakap, okay, what makes your writing better is language. So you must at least paraphrase 3 times, okay? If you are unable to do that, so okay, you just try your best, okay, by doing substitution, okay, and then paraphrase a bit, okay. Okay, you can put the subject in, okay, make the passive voice into active voice. You make few changes, not using the original line from the text. I believe you can. This is a simple one. Change a few, okay, here and there, okay. The content points. Okay. Okay. To secure, okay. And another thing that I would like to remind about, okay, summary, since we are still waiting for the slides to be here, okay, the tenses, okay. If you tend to use wrong tenses, so bend down, okay, penalize juga. So you tak boleh dapat score. Tiba-tiba you pergi guna present instead of using past tense, then you use present tense because you got confused with the 10 words given. With the 10 words given in the question. Okay. So okay, I think I will continue. Okay. I cannot see the bottom. Okay. Yes, okay, thank you so much. Okay, so some students, they missing out the introductory or concluding paragraph. This is really important to make your answer look more interesting. You have to put colors and, okay, to make sure that, oh, you are going to get band 5 for language. So you must have all these criteria, okay? So the reason, okay, for example, I'm going to show, I have listed here, okay, for example, okay, the reason for choosing that one because of her bravery. Actually, in the sing to the down, we can see that one have showing more on determination, okay? So it's not bravery. So instead of sepatutnya, you should not mention about bravery. Yes, there's a bit, okay, maybe you can mention about, but only a little part seen that. But we know that one is a determined person, okay, and courage, okay. Next is the reason on that one kindness, okay. It's not really kind, but she's a loving sister, okay. So this is all the things that you have to be you have to know and do not make this kind of mistake, Okay, this kind of mistake and answering novel question. Okay, next.
What slide?
Yes. Up. Okay. Okay. There's a title there, I think. The heading. Okay, what to add or how to improve your answer. Okay, so there are a few elements, elements in the novel that you have to know, which are the events and the incidents showing Dawan's determination, bravery, loving and caring. You must know all the events, and it should be explained in detail, in details. So in order to get 4 or 5 for content 10, 9, 8 to 10. So you must provide a detailed textual evidence, and it must be convincing. Convincing. The keyword is convincing, for the readers. Okay. Number 2, answers. Some students, even my student, they ask me, teacher, do we need to provide 3 reasons? So this is actually not necessarily contain 3 reasons. If you write only 2 reasons, but with good details and personal responses which blended in your answer, and you answer the question well without the grammatical error, without the structure, the complex and sophisticated sentences, bombastic words, phrases, you are able to achieve 50. So it is not necessarily contain 3 reasons. I know that some of you got stuck. Let's say got stuck. And teacher, I think I only can produce 2. So what happened? Am I in trouble? No, don't have to be really worried about that. But provide good details. So next is yes, personal responses which are blended in the answers. Blended means you have to include the personal responses when you are giving examples, the textual details and supporting. The first step is introduction, and then the topic sentence, and then we have textual evidence, detailed textual evidence, and then personal responses which related to the question. And then I always mention to you about the keywords. Link between instruction and introduction, and your answer must be convincing. Convincing without factual errors. So if you have factual errors, it is no longer convincing for me. For me. So we are going to focus in the question. Elements in the novel. Because we can see the events, characters, values, lesson, and themes. These are the important elements in the story. So all of you must know this well, detailed. So I hope that none of you are still struggling to memorize or remember the scenes, important and if you cannot see it, can you macam boleh buat ni tak? Maximize. These are examples of questions. Yes, tested on different you like this character to support your answer? So 3 reasons. Okay, it is mentioned there 3 reasons. Okay, so you have to provide 3 reasons why you like this character to support your answer. Okay, so this is character and characteristics. Okay, the second one is theme, on theme. Okay, family love is one of the themes in the story. Sing to the dawn. How is this shown in the novel? So blood is thicker than water. Okay, it's about grandmother, it's about Kwai, right? It's about Dawan and Kwai, sibling goals, okay, blood is thicker than water, okay, you can use all that, okay. Okay, the third one, in the novel that you have read, okay, choose one event that you think is important. With close reference to the text, give reasons. So for this question, you are asked to give reasons, but the question did not mention how many reasons. Like the previous one, you have to provide 3 reasons. So for this one, you have to give reasons. Why do you think it is important? Okay, and this is actually from the question, the trial question from Penang 2020, Penang State. Okay, okay, so one event, okay, one event, only one event, and reason for reason why do you think the event is important? Okay, next, write about a value that is important to one of the characters in the story. Give reasons why is it so. Okay, strong-willed, okay, all those words, okay. Using the details from the novel that you have studied, describe an event, okay. Kano, can you go? Okay, can you go? An event that highlights bravery of the main characters, okay. Still focusing on event, one event that highlights bravery of the main character, and this is SVP question. Okay, this is the last one was from SPM 2018. Okay, describe one problem faced by the main character. Give your opinion about the way the problem was solved. Okay, so one character, one or why, okay, and then one problem. Okay, and how the problem was solved. Okay, that would be your supporting detail and textual evidence. Okay. Next. Okay, so I'm sure that you know about, I have mentioned about important events, so I would like to go, okay, just recap, okay. The first is Dawan's announcements to her family about winning the scholarship, okay, okay, and then the second one, Dawan went to Noy's house to seek support, okay, advice, okay, and then the third one, Dawan went to marketplace and she met Pao there and made friends with Pao to seek, and then after that she went to the temple to see the head monk and then to seek help from the head monk to convince father, okay, to allow her to go to the city, okay, and then last one is Dawan faces her father to persuade him to let him to go to the city school to further her studies. Okay, so the event confronting father is one of the important events, okay, in the story. Okay, so all the events that I mentioned just now, you must be able to write all the supporting details, the textual evidence in details in order to get 4 or 5 for the language. Okay, and then for the content point as well. Okay, next. Okay, this is, we are talking about the writing structure. Okay, next. Okay, we know that as I mentioned just now, the introduction, okay, the introductory part, okay, body, textual evidence, personal response. Okay, so the length, content, content and marks, language, mark distribution, okay, content and mark, language, 5 marks, total is 15. And then conclusion, okay. You must produce, okay, like for the good essay, the good answer should include all these important elements, okay, introduction and then body, personal response and conclusion. Okay, next. Okay. There's something up there, I think. Okay, for the body paragraph, okay, for the body paragraph, okay, we must have the topic sentence first. And then topic sentence straight away mention about what the question asks you. Okay, let's say about an event. So event in the story. Okay, so the textual evidence must be blended. Okay, blended in the the personal response is blended in the textual evidence and textual evidence. Okay, supporting details and textual evidence blended. Okay, together with the personal responses. Okay. Next. Okay, so this is the same. This is the same. Just okay. This is the same. Just with the same with I showed you just now. Okay, where is it? Okay, so I am going to focus on the highlighted ones. Okay, in the novel that you have read, choose one event that you think is important with close reference to the text. Give reasons why do you think it is important. So talking about one event, so I have the one, let's say the event that I have mentioned to you just now. So which event that you think you can write well, okay, in detail and convincing. Okay, don't write the synopsis. I don't want you to write the synopsis of the story, so because it will be considered as mere narration. Okay, so write about the event. So definitely about the event, choose a specific event in the story. Okay, next, write about a value that is important to one of the characters. Okay, so choose a value, only a value for one character. So as simple as that one, determination. So which event shows determination? So for example, meeting the head monk. So from the scene in the the marketplace, she went there alone. Okay, a young girl. Okay, for the first time. Okay, meeting stranger just to seek help from him. Okay, she's really determined. Okay, even she doesn't have money to buy the lotus bud. Okay, she's willing to do anything just to get the blessing. Okay, the approval from the father. Okay, so you have to really explain it in detail about the determination, okay, especially when meeting the head monk, that she went there, okay, she has to wait for the head monk, and then suddenly the head monk turned her down by saying that you should stay there instead of going to the city. Okay, city is not good for you. You should be staying there. Here, sorry, study religious, okay, scriptures, and then guidebook. Okay, so these are all the important elements or things that you have to mention in your answer included. Okay. So talking about an event that highlights bravery, okay, you can mention about the bravery part. Okay, can be considered. Okay, for example, the bravery part. Okay, we can mention about the scene like meeting the head monk. Okay, because she went there alone. Okay, she went there alone. She's a mere girl. Okay, normally she went to the marketplace with mother or grandmother. So it shows that she's been brave. Okay, describe. Okay, so I'm not going to discuss all. So so next. Okay, so I'm showing you the sample intro. Okay, which linked to the previous slides yang I mentioned about keywords. Okay, so the question asks you about an event, right? Okay, this is how. Avoid using based on the novel. Okay, based on the novel that you have that I have studied. Okay, avoid using that. Okay, this is another sample way of writing an introductory. Okay, the novel Sing to the Dawn by Min Fong Ho has many interesting events that leave significant impact to the reader. Okay, however, the most important event of all is when Dawan, sorry, I missed out the word. When Dawan decides to accept the scholarship. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Another sample of introduction is okay. In the novel Sing to the Dawn by Min Fong Ho, the event that motivates me to become a better person is when Dawan gets on the bus departing to the city despite her fear of unknown. Okay. This is how you introduce, okay, the reader to expose the reader. Oh, this is my opening. So the reader, sorry, the examiner expected it to be wow. Okay, by having this kind of first impression, we call it. Okay, so okay, so we know that the word that I underlined is from the question. Okay, taken from the question. So always make use of the keywords every time you write for, even for the your textual evidence. Okay, for the body paragraph. Okay, always mention about so that the reader are attached. You know that your ideas are linked to one another. Okay, so this student is talking about this. Okay, even when answering or including narrating the personal response, you should be able to write about, include the keywords as well. Okay, next. Okay, the language. Okay, this is one of the important part. Okay, yes, language 5. Okay, yes, next. Am I able to get language 5? Okay, so you should see this first. Okay, tenses. Okay, teacher, I got confused. Am I supposed to use present tense or am I supposed to use past tense? Okay, and then the implementation or use of higher vocabulary is needed. Okay, is needed. And if possible, okay, this is for good ones, the good ones, because I want you to produce an A, to get an A. So you must at least, okay, have to include quotes or idioms in the in your answer. Okay, so I'm going to show you this how are you going to apply this? Okay, the quotes or idioms, higher vocab. Next. Okay. Okay, so there are quotes, inspiring quotes. Okay. So I hope that you know that. Okay, those SBP and MRSM students, they have been using it. Okay, for all this while, and then okay, it was really impressive if you are able to come up with this. Okay, so when you are going through hell, keep on going, never give up. Okay, by Winston Churchill. Okay, and there's another quote. Okay, a winner is someone who gets up and more time than he is knocked down. Okay, and winners never quit and quitters never win. Wins Lombardi. So I will show how do you apply this quote in your answer. Okay, next. I'm going to, so you make use of the quotes. Okay, after being rejected by her father, Dawan does not stop her fights. Okay, for education, as Vince Lombardi quoted. Okay, winners never quit and quitters never win. She then tries to find other solution to win his father's heart and gives her his approval. Okay, she decides to meet the head monk in her village because she knows that if the head monk supports her fights to further her studies, father will follow the head monk's decision too. She knows that if she quit in fighting for her right to go to city school, she will never be able to do what she wants in her life. So this is an example how you apply it, or you make use of the quotes and idioms, okay, in your answer. That will be, because you want to make, okay, using phrases and quotes give color to your answer. Okay, and it will strengthen your points. Okay, it will, the examiner will be more confident. Okay, and will definitely convince the examiner. Okay, This is good. She knows what she are doing. Okay, the students knows what they are doing. Okay, so okay, I think that's the last slide. I think that's time. This one. Okay, okay. So I think okay, I have done with section. Sorry, paper 2, the novel part. Okay, so I really hope that my sharing or tips that I've given to you will benefit you for SPM examination in answering SPM English paper. And okay, I wish you all the best. Good luck. Okay, give your best shot. Okay, I believe in you. Inshallah. Okay, I believe you boleh dapat. Okay, by having all the tips that I have mentioned and I have given, inshallah, okay, you will get it. Okay, thank you so much for listening to to my sharing. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
Students, do you have any question? Okay, don't be
Tunggulah nak cakap.
Guys, do you have any questions? Please do ask. All right. Okay, so thank you very much to Teacher Ifa, and not to forget Teacher Samawati too, and of course the rest of you for being here. Oh, not to forget Teacher Wan Fazila also. She's been here throughout. All right, facing all the troubles that had happened before this, especially the technical errors. So sorry about that, students and also teachers. All right, if let's say you did not have any question, whatever it is, I really hope that you are going to benefit from our program, inshallah, from all the tips given by Puan Samawati and also Puan Eva. And it is not only for you students, all right, it can also be the benefit